Hey friends, it's Shereé, and in today's video, I'm doing a sewing mix video with you. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I made in the month of August. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. So the very first thing that I want to share with you is actually the easiest of the items that I made in the month of August. I actually did have a few more plans for the month of August that did not get completed. Life happens, okay? I thought I was going to be sewing last weekend and my sister actually went into labor and I went to be with her. And so I was able to be there with my sister while she went through her labor and welcome my little nephew into the world. So I didn't get to sew everything on my list, but I'm perfectly happy with what I did accomplish and I can't wait to share it with you. So I'll start with the thing that was the easiest and then I'll work my way to the hardest make that I had in August, and I did have a doozy. Now, because it was such a doozy, I think that it warrants having its own video as a pattern review. I do appreciate when you guys watch my pattern review videos because they do take a lot of time for me to put together. I do find that they don't get as many views as my sewing makes videos. So if you are really interested in how to make a certain garment that I've mentioned and I've done a detailed pattern review, please do check it out. All right, without further ado, I have Simplicity S4552. This is one of those value pack patterns. It comes with several different views. And for this first item that I made, I actually made the pants, which is, I believe, view D. And this is my second time making these pants. The first time that I made them, or the first couple times that I made them, I actually omitted the pocket pieces because I was using a lightweight fabric. And I find that often when I use a lightweight fabric, when I put my hands in the pockets, or if I put anything in my pockets whatsoever, it makes the pants kind of shift on one side. So if you stick your cell phone in your pocket, they just kind of droop on that one side and they don't stay on your waist where they're supposed to be. So this time around, I actually used, and I did mention these pants in a recent video. So in that video, I did kind of give you a tiny little bit of, not a pattern review, but a completion detail for this pair of pants. But I'm going to be showing you pictures in this one. So this particular pair of pants is made out of a really beautiful denim, or not denim, a chambray that I got from Indie Stitch. I love Indie Stitch. You guys know that I rep them hard. I've been a subscriber to Indie Stitch for a couple of years now, and they always send the best fabric. And so for this particular pair, it's a really gorgeous chambray fabric, and it has that railroad denim lines on it, which I think is so cute, or pinstripe lines. I don't know, call it what you want. I love these. I used a no-roll elastic in the waistband so that the pants would stay up when I put something in my pockets. It's a little bit sturdier of an elastic than some of the elastics that I have been using. Those are a little bit more pliable and comfortable on the waist, but they don't hold your pants up perfectly on your waist. So doing the no roll elastic definitely helps them to stay up. I also added a made in 2024 tag on the inside. And I love these pants. They're very comfortable. They can be worn with so many different things in my wardrobe. I really like these for work because I can get down on the floor and play with the kids and still be comfortable. And I like pairing it with t-shirts so far, but I can definitely see myself pairing this with a linen button-up or any number of other tops that I have in my closet. Now these pants, because of where I live, will get a lot of wear. I can probably wear these all spring, all summer, and probably the first part of fall, winter. So I'm excited about this pair of pants. And actually, I believe I lengthened them, and I don't think I mentioned that in the last video. I lengthened them just a tad because I didn't want them to be a cropped pants like the example here, but also I'm only 5'4", so I didn't have to lengthen them by much in order to make them stop at the top of my shoes. So I'm going to pull up the pictures on my phone so I can remember how I styled it. I did style this a week ago. So what I did is I paired this with this really cool t-shirt that I got from Target. And the t-shirt actually has a brown skinned woman with a curly fro, which is what I wear all the time, and I just really love this t-shirt. I think it was like $12.99 at Target. They always have the coolest t-shirts, and while some of their t-shirts don't keep their shape over time after several washes, this one seems to be a little bit on a nicer quality. Not the best quality, but it's a little bit nicer, so I think I'll get plenty of wear out of it. And I'm one of those people that when t-shirts start looking a little stretched out or not perfect, I sleep in them. But for right now, it is new, it is fresh, it is cute, and I can actually even see myself in the future, because I like the image on it so much, cutting the image off once the t-shirt is like done for and attaching it to the front of a sweatshirt. I think that would be so cool. Anyways, I really like this t-shirt paired with these pants. I've also decided to pair these with my Converse platform sneakers, and this particular pair is actually, I believe, something that's called Sloth, the color. I thought when I ordered it that it was going to be more of a khaki or a tan, but they ended up being more of a mossy green or an olive green. So I actually still thought it looked good with the t-shirt, and I paired it with a little bag that I made, and this bag was made out of a really nice heavyweight cotton fabric that my friend Talisha bought me, and I put wooden handles on it, and I just think that it's such a cute little summer outfit. And I did style it for summer because where I'm at, we are not ready for fall yet, and I think actually fall starts at the end of the September, like September 22nd or something like that. So I am still wearing summer garments, okay? I'm still styling up my wardrobe for summer. So that is how I chose to style this particular outfit. I forgot to record myself walking in these pants, but since this is not my first time making them, you can look back at my last makes video and you can see what they look like on my body as I move in linen, because I did make an oatmeal or natural colored linen pair in my last makes video. So you can check that out if you'd like to see how they move. But I will tell you, they're very comfortable, they're very flattering, and I do enjoy them a lot. I do find that they are a bit high-waisted though, and them being so high-waisted, they go above my belly button. Now, if you don't have a short torso like myself, then you probably won't come into that issue. But because of that, I think I have to be careful about which shirts I pair with them. I can't see myself pairing these pants with a cropped shirt. I think it would look a little dumpy or frumpy. I don't know how to describe it. It just wouldn't be flattering on my belly area, okay? But every other shirt would look really cute with it, I think. But I like this. If you are new to sewing or just want a quick and easy sew, this is one of my favorite patterns. I have made several views of this pattern and it always hits. I mean, it's easy, quick, fun, straight to the point. The pattern pieces line up perfectly. Zero issues whatsoever. So I highly recommend this. This is Simplicity 4552. The next make is another indie stitch thing that I mentioned in the previous video and did not share styling photos. This is the Arden pants by Helen's Closet. I received this kit a few months ago and it just didn't make it onto my sewing machine until recently, but I'm glad that it did, because right now we are in our hot season where I live. So our hot season is not really hot, folks, especially those of you that are in Florida and Texas and other places. But for us, our hot season is like 80-degree weather. And so these pants are perfect for that. So again, this was an Indie Stitch subscription box that I got. It's the Helen's Closet Arden pants, and this is what they look like. Initially, I was intrigued but also nervous because I didn't think that it would be my style. I thought that they would be a little bit too mature for me. But once I made them and put them on my body, I loved them instantly. They're very comfortable. Again, I chose to use that no roll elastic so that they stayed up. And I have here some really nice pockets on the front, and I'll stick my hand in so you can see how deep they are. Very, very deep pockets. And they also have the patch pockets on the back, which are really nice. And they do hold a cell phone, especially depending on how well you attach them to your pants. But with the no roll elastic, you can definitely put stuff in your pockets. I like the length of them. I did choose to not add elastic in the hem of the pants. I just think that I personally would not enjoy wearing them with the elastic in the ankle area of the pants. So I love the way these came out. I would say that this is definitely a beginner friendly pattern. I would say that if you wanted to get more in depth on pant making and you haven't made pants before, that you could absolutely do this, or you could step up your game. It's a little bit more challenging than the last pattern that I just showed you, but it's not a hard pattern to sew up. And there are different views in this pattern, so you are going to get some value for your money spent on your pattern, but it's going to teach you some additional techniques that you wouldn't have done in that first pair of pants. So it's definitely a step 2 in your pant making process, but a beginner can absolutely make them. I wouldn't make this your first project, but if you've made a few garments before and you're wanting to step into pants with really nice pockets, I think this is a really great pattern for you. I'm not sure. Yeah, on the front it says advanced beginner. So yes, if you are an advanced beginner, you can make these pants. Now for this pair of pants, I actually chose to pair it with what I think I'll be wearing more likely on a regular basis for work, and that is a white linen button-up. I actually have a few different linen button-ups and linen shirts that I think would look so great with these pants. They're very comfortable, very soft on the body. This is some really high quality linen fabric. Now I had enough to cut out a dress, but I didn't have time to sew up the dress in the month of August, so I'm hoping to sew that up this week so that I can enjoy it until the end of these hot days that we're having. But this fabric, it's interesting because some linens can be a little bit on the rougher side. This is very soft, comfortable linen, but it's also very opaque, so it's not thin. And I can see myself actually wearing this into fall, and I really appreciate the quality of this fabric. I'm so thrilled that this was included in a subscription box. So, in addition to the button-up top, I paired this with my really gorgeous gold flat sandals. These sandals I don't talk a lot about because I bought them at Anthropologie, and while Anthropologie does have really beautiful things, I've had some interesting experiences with Anthropologie, so I don't usually rep them. But these sandals I bought last year and I just love them so much. I just think that they class up any outfit that I pair them with, and they're just so unique and special. I've literally never seen anybody wear these sandals before other than myself. So I love these so much, and I decided to also pair this with a little white handbag. Now this is a clutch. I don't typically carry clutches often because I'm a bag lady. Okay, I like to carry everything but the kitchen sink with me as I go places, but it's partly because I have children and I'm carrying my stuff and their stuff. But for a quick little brunch or meeting with friends, or maybe I'm just running a quick little errand, I think a clutch works really nicely, especially paired with this easygoing pair of pants and this comfortable linen button-up shirt. I think this is definitely one of those outfits that I would feel comfortable wearing anywhere, work, shopping, out to lunch, whatever. But it's stylish, but it's also very comfortable. So I'm really thrilled about this pair of pants, and I definitely recommend this pattern. I actually really enjoyed sewing this guy up. So yeah, anyways, give it a try if you're interested. Now we're gonna move on to the more harder projects, okay, the more challenging projects. And the first one that I want to share with you is the Papercut Patterns Sera pants. I think that's how you say that. This is what they look like. They are a barrel leg jean. And actually this pattern has two different views. There is a straight leg pair, and then there is the barrel leg. Now I chose to do the barrel leg. I've been definitely wanting to wear barrel legs a lot lately. I tried to make some using a pattern that was not meant for denim fabric. They came out okay, but they just weren't quite right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back again once I saw that this pattern had dropped and try again. But I'm gonna give you a close-up of the views for this pattern, and hopefully it's coming through nicely. There is a shorts pattern, and then there is a barrel leg, and there is a straight leg. So these are high-waisted pants, and the size that I selected actually fits comfortably. It's not one of those uncomfortable high-waisted pair of pants. I could actually go down a size, maybe even 2 sizes, in order to achieve a different look. Or if you look at the picture, how tight it is on her waist, if I wanted to do that, I could, and I'd still be relatively comfortable. But I like the oversizedness of this pair of pants. I'm going to show you what they look like. Now, the denim that I purchased for this project is actually from Stone Mountain & Daughter. I had been on the hunt for a light colored denim fabric for the longest time. Had no luck, okay? And one day I stumbled on this and I had to pick it up. So this is what the jeans look like, okay? Really gorgeous. They have patch pockets on the front. as well as on the back, okay? Now for these jeans, I chose to use a denim top stitch thread that is blue. Now it's not the exact same color as the jeans, and I kind of regret that after having made them, but I still think it looks nice. But I will tell you quickly, I don't want to tell you too many details because I want to do a dedicated pattern review for this one, but I do want to tell you that the reason why I prefer a thread that is the exact same color of the pants is because of where the pocket placement is, and the pocket placement is actually exactly where it should be, and I'll show you that on the drawings, but it looks wonky or awkward to me because of my choice of thread. If I had used a thread that was the same color as the denim, then you wouldn't actually notice, or it wouldn't be a big deal, and probably for everyone else it's not a big deal, but it bothers me. So I do kind of wish that I had used thread the same color as the denim. But if you look closely and you look at where the pockets are and where the front fly is and the zipper and everything, it seems as though there's a bigger space on this side between the line of stitching here and over here, but it's because the pockets are lined up with this center seam here. I hope that makes sense. The pockets are lined up here. Okay, so the distance between here and here is the same as the distance between here and here, but it looks like it's closer because we have our top stitching thread for the zipper fly. So hopefully that makes sense. Anyways, by using a contrasting blue thread, I feel like it looks a little weird. However, that is exactly the way it's supposed to look like on the pattern instructions. So I'm trying to let it go, but it's really like bothering me. But if you look closely, hopefully you can see it on the image there. The placement is exactly the way it should be. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I just gotta get over it. I don't know why I have this thing about wanting things to be symmetric all the time. Like, I want things to line up and be even and perfect all the time. But I really love the way these came out. The back pockets are enormous, which is great for sticking your cell phone back there. I love the burled leg of them. This project is definitely an intermediate level project. It is not the most complicated pair of jeans that I've ever made, but I will say that there was something tricky about the waistband that I did not enjoy, and that is you attach the waistband from the inside over to the outside. So normally when you attach your waistband, you flip it over to the inside and stitch it down. So this part right here is nice and smooth and seamless. Well, on this particular pattern, you actually do it the other way around, and you fold it this way and then you top stitch it on the front. I personally don't like that technique. It's definitely one of those techniques that will allow you to make a messier project. Like if you flip it to the inside and stitch it and your stitching isn't great and you stitched in the ditch or in the seam right here, it only looks wonky on the inside. But when you flip the waistband to the outside and top stitch around the edge as your main way of attaching it, you're more likely to find yourself with some wonky stitches. And I have a sewing machine that struggles with sewing through layers of denim. So I had to take my time with this guy, and I was able to do a good job, but it was not easy, and it wasn't one of those situations where I could just watch Netflix and sew at the same time. Like I literally had to pay attention, which is not a bad thing. You should be paying attention to your projects as you make them. But I've made so many pairs of pants and jeans in particular at this point that I enjoy being a little distracted by things, music, audiobooks, Netflix. So having to actually focus and just do the project was a little bit hard for me. Another thing I like about these pants is that there is a back dart here to give it some shaping on the butt. Let me go ahead and talk to you about the pictures. Now, I had shared these pictures on Instagram because as soon as I made them, I was so very proud of the work that I did on them, and I just wanted to show them off. I couldn't wait until I had time to film. So I did already share these photos on Instagram. And so the first look that I created, because I did create two different looks, I paired it with this beautiful lace Cezanne blouse, and I put a white tank underneath so that I could have some coverage. I decided to pair it with a brown leather belt. I believe this belt is from Target. If it's not from Target, it's from Banana Republic. I really can't remember. But I paired it with a brown braided belt and also my brown Paula baby shoes that are also from Cezanne. And I decided to carry a smaller bag, and I paired it with a really gorgeous little Coach Cassie 19 bag. And what I love about this Cassie 19 is that the color of it is actually kind of a gray color, but because of the light shade of it, it looks really good with denim. So I like the way this looks. This definitely looks like an outfit that is very put together. Okay, I look like I'm here to do business. If I worked outside of the home, I could see myself wearing something like this to work and not having to worry about the fact that I'm wearing jeans, because I know like sometimes when you wear jeans to work, you kind of feel like maybe you're dressed down, but I think this is a really nice way to dress up jeans for work. But I love the way this outfit looks. And I also decided to pair this with a pair of sneakers because I wanted to be able to see how the barrel leg shape laid over my sneakers. And I did wear some platform Converse sneakers that are black, and I paired them with a black leather belt, and I believe this is a Cezanne belt with a tank top that I got from Target, and it's just a basic black tank top that's super soft and comfortable. And then I also paired it with this gorgeous vintage Coach bucket bag. Now this bag I've had for, oh my gosh, I think I've had this bag for 20 years, and it was actually my mother's bag and she gave it to me. So it's just one of those fun bags that I pull out from time to time to add a little bit of pop or color to my outfit, and I just thought this was a fun way to make the jeans just be casual and comfortable, and I could definitely see myself wearing this any day of the week because of the type of work that I do. And so I really enjoyed being able to see how I can play with these barrel leg jeans because they are a different style of jean, and some people don't like the barrel leg look, but I wanted to be able to show that it can be more than just casual. You can dress them up and make them look different. So if you're interested in trying a pair of barrel leg jeans and you want to sew up a pattern that's enjoyable, I do recommend this. I like it a lot, but again, I don't want to give you too many details. I would prefer for you to please watch my detailed pattern review, which is coming soon. So again, this is the Sera pants by Papercut Patterns, and it's a win. Okay, now we're moving on to the final pair of pants that I made in the month of August, the most challenging pair of pants that I made, and these are the Vicky Sews Deryll trousers. I'm gonna pull up the pattern so you can see. Now, when I first bought this pattern, I believe it was a year ago, I was extremely excited. Right away, I printed it, I taped it together and cut it out and ran to Joann, picked my fabric, washed and cut that fabric. Then I put everything in a project bag and left it in the bag for over a year. I think it's been over a year. I cannot remember, to be perfectly honest with you. And the reason why is because after I cut it out and, you know, everything, got it prepped, I looked at the instructions. They were like 50 pages long. And I was very overwhelmed. I had never made cargo pants before. Actually, at that point, I hadn't made too many pairs of pants in general before. So I was intimidated by the number of pages and the instructions. And also, I did not want to print all those pages, and I'm a person that really likes a handheld, paper printed instruction manual when sewing. I knew I would have to have my iPad up and read the instructions while I was sewing instead of being able to do Netflix, YouTube, whatever while I was sewing. And so I really procrastinated. And I decided that fall is coming and all those projects that I prepped to be sewn for fall would get sewn this year. So I wanted to start with these pants, and I've been really itching to wear cargo pants and almost bought a couple pair. And I was like, girl, before you buy anything, see if you can make them yourself because you've already done a part of the legwork and spent the money. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek and show you what they look like. I'm not going to go into too many details about them because I do want to do a pattern review for this pattern, but this is what they look like. I used a lightweight twill, I believe. It's either a denim or a twill from Joann, and I actually really like these. I will tell you what, they turned out really good. I did not have the best experience with the instructions and some of the pattern pieces. However, I figured it out and I was able to come out with a pair of pants that I'm enjoying wearing and that I can see myself feeling confident and comfortable wearing in public. As you can see, I did choose to use cam snaps instead of regular heavy duty snaps. And the reason why is because I prepped this project a long time ago, and I did not realize that I didn't purchase heavy duty snaps. Now I did purchase some for my husband's jogger suit that I never made. Still have not made that. But I didn't want to pull from that project because I've already put those jogger pants and the zip up zip up sweatshirt on pause for so long, and I didn't want to steal from that project. So I just used something else in my stash, and I have a ton of cam snaps. So that's what I used. Now these do have these front pockets that snap close here. And something I did different from the pattern is I chose to do 2 sets of the large pockets on the side of the leg. So if you look closely, there's a snap here on the side. So there's a large pocket here, and then I added another one towards the bottom of the pants on each leg. They are symmetric. They are positioned in the exact same spot for both legs. I just feel more comfortable doing that. But anyways, they also have these back pockets here. So lots and lots of pockets on this guy. This was not an easy project, and it's actually rated as intermediate, but I have to wonder, what does Vicky Sews consider to be an advanced sewing project? I have to know, because this was not for me an easy project. Maybe because it was so time consuming, maybe because I also didn't enjoy the instructions. But this pair of pants took me 12 hours to make. On average, like for those pants that I just shared with you, the barrel leg jeans, that's a 4 to 5 hour project for me, and that's with distractions and lunch breaks, okay? But these pants took me 12 hours. 12. And that includes, and in that 12-hour time, I am including attaching interfacing to the different pieces. There's lots of pieces in this project, guys. There are 15 pieces in this pattern. So anyway, I'm guessing that an advanced Vicky Sews pair of pants would probably be a pair of pants that are lined. That's the only thing I can think of, because this was not an easy, beginner-friendly project, and it's definitely more challenging than the intermediate pants that I have made. And again, I've made lots of pants. So yeah, anyway, let me tell you how I styled them. And again, I will be doing a detailed pattern review soon. So I did do a couple different looks, and for the first look, I paired it with this gorgeous bright red in-your-face button-up blouse. It's an oversized button-up top from Target. You can get it now. It's one of their new fall items. And I also paired this with a denim bag. This is a Karl Lagerfeld denim handbag. Now, that's a whole nother story, ladies. We'll talk about the denim bags and my sewing denim bag journey in another video. But this one I did buy pre-loved secondhand, and I feel good about it. I've also paired with this outfit a really cool, unique pair of sneakers. These are by far the coolest, different sneakers that I have in my collection. I don't want to talk too much about them because I'm actually going to do another video about these sneakers. But they are denim sneakers, okay? Not just any denim sneakers, but these guys have like denim tabs. They have the leather piece that's on the back of your jeans. They have that on them. They have jean buttons on them. I mean, these shoes are something special. But anyways, I thought they would look really good with the cargo pants, and I think I nailed the look because it all came together. So that was the first look. Now I also decided to pair it with a cropped black t-shirt, a Coach bucket bag that is black, as well as those same Converse sneakers that are the moss green or olive green shade. I think this outfit looks really great. This is, again, one of those outfits I would wear any day of the week, especially for work. But yeah, so those are the looks for this particular outfit. Let me know in the comments below which look you like better. Do you like the denim sneakers with the red shirt, or do you like the black crop top with the Converse sneakers? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on that. But anyway, those are all the things that I made for the month of August. And while it isn't as many as what I had planned, I'm very pleased with the progress. I'm very pleased with the garments that I produced. Now, there were definitely some areas where I had to stretch and learn, and I appreciate the lessons as well because they will help me in future projects. But for the most part, these projects were very enjoyable, and I am so thrilled with the things that I made. I can see myself creating so many different outfits with these pants. Now, if you would like more information about any of these patterns and you don't feel like I went into enough detail, definitely check out my channel in the future so that you can get more details from a detailed pattern review video. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful week, and a great start to the fall. And also, I hope you're doing something that makes you happy. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.